Let's talk the Single Life Season 4, Episode 8, starting with Chantel. We're obsessed with TLC and all the trashy reality TV. It's a recap. It's a recap. It's a recap. Oh God, Chantel, what are we gonna do with this girl? She has a few days left of her trip in Greece, and she wants answers from Giannis.
The fact that I only have 2 days left is weighing on me because I need to know if this is just a fling or if there's a potential future with Giannis.
She wants to know if he's ready to settle down, if this relationship is going to go anywhere. First of all, it's not even a relationship. It's a vacation fling. I truly feel like in her head, she really thought there was a possibility of this going somewhere. And so she wants that confirmation from him. And he's not going to give it to her because he knows this is a vacation fling. I mean, I feel like everybody knows except for her. Chantel and her friends meet up with Giannis and his friends at like a festival thing, and they're sitting at this girl, just stop. And as her friend, her best friend, she should tell Chantel, like, this is just a vacation fling. Just have fun, relax. Don't make this into something that it isn't. She doesn't help the situation at all. She really doesn't. I will say the way the guys were talking amongst themselves constantly and whispering and laughing, that would have annoyed the hell out of me. So I do feel for her in that sense, but I wish she kind of had the wherewithal and the awareness to like suss out the situation, see how he was acting, and then respond accordingly. I would have just been like, you know what? It was great meeting you. Thank you for the hot makeout sesh. And thank you for the tour of Greece. It was amazing. Goodbye. I'll never talk to you again. I really hope she's not letting this situation ruin her trip. She's in a beautiful new country. She's in Greece. And I'm pretty sure she got that trip for free. How lucky is she? Do you know who doesn't have the privilege and the luck to have a free vacation? Me. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but my next big trip is to Japan and South Korea. And let me just tell y'all, international trips are expensive. And I plan on going in October, and it's already the end of February. So I only have like a little over 6 months to save. So it's super important for me to be really on top of my budget. So want to know what I use? Rocket Money, a personal finance app that I'm obsessed with. And if you haven't tried it, you really should, because not only are you going to see where all your money's going, but it's also going to keep track of all your monthly subscriptions. And that's a lifesaver for me personally, because I join one almost every single week, especially the trial ones where you sign up and you forget to cancel and then they charge you. But with Rocket Money, that's not going to happen anymore because they're going to help you stay on top of that. Also, I have to admit, it's incredibly satisfying to see all your subscriptions in one app, and you can even cancel from the app too. So you don't have to go and log into every single separate website and try to find your passwords and try to figure out how to cancel. No, you can just do it all from Rocket Money. There are 2 features that I absolutely cannot live without. First is the one that helps you lower your bills. All you have to do is post a photo of your bill and tap a few buttons, and Rocket Money will negotiate your bills for you. And my other favorite feature is you can create separate savings accounts for your different goals. So for example, I have one for a down payment on a house in the future and another one for my Japan/South Korea trip. I've also set it up so that each week a little bit of money is getting deposited into those accounts without me even having to think about it or stress about it. So eventually I'll forget all about it, and then one day I'll randomly remember it and then go into those accounts and be amazed by how much I have saved already. There's so much you can do that'll help you take control of your finances, so please go to rocketmoney.com/mythoughts to get started for free, or you can click the link in my description. And thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring this video. Moving on to Natalie and Josh. Now, I was expecting for them to break up eventually, but I was just kind of surprised in the way they broke up. It was kind of sad. So Natalie gets to the restaurant and Josh immediately knows it's going to be a bad conversation just with her demeanor and the way she kind of shrugged him off. And she finally got there and she refused to give him a hug. And he's like, oh, because her mother seems very traditional. I think it's pretty awesome that she's going to a fertility center. Like the fact that she really wants a child that badly and wants a family. I think that's admirable. I think she should go for what she wants. If she can afford and have the luxury of being a single parent, then go do it. I've even thought about it, you guys. I have even thought about, should I freeze my eggs? I ultimately decided against it only because I had no desire, no urge to. And if I really, really want a child later on where I can't biologically or physically have children, then I'm totally open to adoption. Moving on to Megan and John. And I really want to talk about them because I want to know your thoughts on Megan. They had a short segment, but basically Megan was really pushing John to figure out whether their relationship was going to continue or not. She's like, I do not want to do long distance for much longer. Are you going to move to San Antonio or not? And I feel like that's really soon to be asking a man to move for you. They've been together for 6 months, and this is maybe the second or third time they've seen each other in person. She also wanted to know for sure whether or not he wanted children or not, because remember, Patrick and Thais had made it very clear that he's never wanted kids.
But I mean, if you don't move, then I don't know how this is ever going to work.
No ultimatums, not today.
And I feel like by the time she left, they weren't on the best of terms. They kind of said goodbye and, we'll talk later. And then John's car broke down and he just did not have a good time at all. Spoiler alert, fast forward like a minute if you don't want to hear this. I heard that they're married because Patrick and Thais are going to be on the next season of Happily Ever After and John is going to be on there. And I heard that he's wearing a wedding ring. So he's either married or he's engaged. Moving on to Jamal and Veronica. I'm going to keep this short because Jamal pissed me off over and over and over again. If you look up man-child 90-day version, you're going to see Jamal because he is a man-child. He is a bitch baby. He is so annoying. He is a child, like a literal child, period. That's it.
Do you not realize Tim is 10 plus years older than me?
Yeah.
But I will not drop.
To me, that's not...
Hi.
Okay, Veronica, if you're listening, if you're watching, go find yourself a man, okay? You are dealing with a child right now. The way Jamal responded and just everything he said was so stupid. At one point in their argument, he said something along the lines of, oh my God, I've never had a girlfriend who was constantly in touch with her ex. Listen, that is because you are a child. All right, when you grow up, you will understand that there are different relationship dynamics. Then they were talking about family, like how Jamal tells his mom about his relationship. So why can't she tell Tim about her relationship? And he was like, oh my God, my mom is my mom. She's like my family. Tim is your ex.
Yeah, because why are you yelling at me?
Because I raise my voice regularly.
But I'm not a child.
Okay, but you don't get to tell me what to do.
Well, I'm not going to let you raise your voice at me.
Okay.
So I'm just going to stop talking.
Great, so am I.
Let's end this recap with Miss Debbie and Reuben. Reuben is so sweet. He was excited for his next date with Debbie. He wanted to show her a great time. He loves Miami. That's his hometown. So he wants to show her a great time. And by the end of the night, he invited her over to his house. And not like that. It's actually his parents' house. He moved in with them a couple years ago after his mother got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and he's the primary caretaker for both his mom and his dad. And that immediately tugged at my heartstrings because I've learned that it's not super common for Americans to take care of their parents. So I just thought that was so sweet. So she goes over to his parents' house. She meets his dad and she's like, oh, Reuben, where's your mom? I haven't met her yet and I don't see her around. And we find out the night before she had a bad reaction to her chemo. So Reuben took her to the hospital and she's still there. And Debbie was like, oh my God, you didn't have to take me out today. I had no idea that your mother was sick and in the hospital. And Reuben goes, no, it's okay. Like, I wanted to see you. I wanted to take you out. And I thought that was so sweet. Oh my God. Then they have a pretty serious conversation. He's like, listen, because I'm the primary caretaker, I can't leave Miami. And if we continue our relationship, I was wondering if you would be open to moving here. And she was like, oh, well, I mean, I'd have to think about that because the last time she tried to move somewhere to be with her fiancé, it was a shit show. So we have the same exact situation as we do with Megan and John, but it's different. Does anybody else agree that it's different? Like, it's the same, but it's different because Debbie and Reuben are much, much older. Like, the average age of death in America is like 75. So they're almost there. I'm just saying they have lived their lives and they don't have much time left. Does that sound really mean? I don't mean to be, but it's kind of true. They know even more what they want, and they don't have time to waste. I don't think that's a really big ask, but when Megan asked John, I felt like that was kind of like too much too soon. So am I being a hypocrite? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's it for this recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. And one last thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's a recap. It's a recap. It's a